The families of the three victims of the Lily mine tragedy in Barberton in Mpumalanga say neither government nor trade unions are willing to assist them. Today is the 7th anniversary of the incident in which Yvonne Mnisi, Nkambule and Solomon Nyirenda were trapped when part of the mine collapsed and caved into the old underground mine. The bereaved families and members of the public are still seeking answers to what happened on that fateful day. SABC News reporter Tumelo Machogo has more for us.
Well, it's been 7 years since the container that was carrying 3 mine workers, Nkambule and Solomon Nyirenda and Yvonne Mnisi, were swallowed underground. That container is still not retrieved, and families today, they are out here actually commemorating that day. It's been 7 years so far, and the families are saying that they will not stop until those bodies are recovered and can bury their loved ones in peace. But let's speak to Fred Arendse. He is the CEO of SS company, and then talk to us about Mr. Arendse. Just speak to us about what have you guys been doing to ensure that, you guys saying you guys have funds to buy the mine. What's going on? Why have you guys not got the license to actually start mining here?
Yeah, and as you know, I mean, Vantage Group, Lily Mine in Barberton is in the business rescue process. And this business rescue process is managed by 2 business rescue practitioners in the form of Devereaux and Blanche. And unfortunately, our experience for the last few years is that they have not been acting independently as the roles requires them to do. They've been taking instructions from the shareholders and the directors of Vantage. To your question, whether we have the funds and the plans in place, in fact, I can confirm that we have the required funding, and we've demonstrated that at multiple fronts. One, last year, we've actually paid in excess of 13 million rand to the employees when our chief Dlamini requested us, to provide some form of relief. So we made a payment to the employees in terms of their claims, and that was a demonstration that we have the cash available, to operate the mine. We have shown the proof of funding also to the business practitioners, but unfortunately, they do not have the will, to do what has been required of them. They are taking instructions from Vantage, and that led us to these multiple litigations, which we believe are completely unnecessary. If you can recall, in 2019, when we bought the loan claim from Standard Bank, making us the biggest credit in Vantage, Vantage management directors refused to accept that, and that forced us, and then the business practitioner says we must go to court to get a declaratory order that proved that. We went to court and we won on the 9th of November 2019. Now, if the other litigation didn't start, these mines would have been open by 2019. But unfortunately, fast forward in 2021, when we again, were just about to, publish the new plans, based on our sign-off plans, Vantage, provided a new proposal, which the business practitioners accept without verification. And that led us, to court again, to get an interdict to prevent an unlawful implementation. The court ruled in our favor. In fact, on the 22nd of December 2022, about a month ago, the Supreme Court of Appeal ruled in our favor again, because remember, they appealed, the High Court judgments, and then the Supreme Court of Appeal, dismissed the application and also ordered significant cost against them. Now the question is, we've won all the cases, and what is the delay? Unfortunately, the delay is the process is in the hands of the business rescue practitioners, because the companies are in business rescue. We had a meeting with them 3 weeks ago, my colleagues, and they promised that they will get on with it. I've shared with my colleagues, I don't trust, because I'm still of the firm belief that they take instructions from Vantage, and it's now 3 weeks after that initial meeting, and after the court order on the 22nd of December, they still hasn't done anything. Now that should tell you something. Now that's painful for not just for us, but for thousands of people and the families. And it's my experience is these people just do not care. And if they're shown that, they're not even here today, although they've been invited, they just don't care. But we are committed, me and all my partners, to this process. I've been here every year for 7 years, and I've committed to the families again this morning that we will not stop, until we implement what we've promised to do, and that is to open the mine and to retrieve the container.
All right, we'll discuss the Lily Mine tragedy in our later bulletins.